So how do you meet successful, wealthy, influential people? Hey there, my friend. This is Paul Hutchings with paulhutchings.net and Freedom Crusaders TV, coming to you here live from Branson, Missouri. I'm actually staying at the Lodge of the Ozarks here and having a great event with a lot of awesome, successful people. And so I had a friend of mine, his name's Van Eric. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. We were having a phone conversation the other day and he said, you know, Paul, how do you meet these great, successful people? And I thought about it for a moment and I reflected upon all of the amazing, wealthy, successful, influential people I have in my life. And I thought, you know, how did these relationships come about? And what bubbled up for me when Van asked that question, I want to pass it along to you, is here's what I told Van. I said, number one, be anxiously engaged in a good cause. I have some great people in my life, and as I think about how did they come into my life, how did I form these relationships, it was never a situation where I targeted them out and I said, hey, you know, here's a millionaire. I want to go become his friend so I can get some benefit, right? It never was like that. Instead, what happened was I found myself in a place called the Movers Circle. And that is simply where I decided a few years ago that I was always going to be anxiously engaged in a good cause. I was going to be working on great projects that I was excited about. I was going to be working on myself. And I was going to find in that situation, in the Mover Circle, other people of like mind that were also doing that. And what's happened over the years is I've been blessed to have some of the greatest people in my life. I've got a great friend, you know, right at the top of the list of wealthy, successful, influential. His name is Joe Perry, and Joe has actually helped to build two companies that have done over $100 million in sales within their first 3 years. He's done a whole bunch of other great things. He's a man of integrity, principle, character, which to me falls into my definition of success. It's not just about financial success. It's, are you successful as a human being? And Joe is one of my best friends. We stay in contact today. We met many years ago. And I think about how did I meet Joe? And here's how I met Joe. Back in 2011, I was a part of a company that had a very unique marketing plan, had some exciting products, and so I was actually living in a single wide trailer house at the time. But what did I do? I said, you know what, this is a great project. I'm going to be anxiously engaged in this good cause. So I went to work. I went to work on myself. I went to work on promoting those products, and I had some success. And this company actually had a cruise promotion where if you were one of the top producers, you got an all expenses paid trip to the Bahamas. So my wife and I, you know, we won this cruise promotion. We found ourselves on this cruise. Well, guess who was there? Joe, his wife, all of these other great, amazing people were there. And on that cruise, I got to start a relationship with Joe. And that friendship has persisted clear until here, you know, 2018, 7-8 years later. And so my best advice for meeting successful, wealthy, influential people is maybe not to just go out there and target them. Maybe not just, you know, don't think about selecting, you know, okay, here's a millionaire, I want to become this person's friend, but instead focus on yourself. Focus on being anxiously engaged in a good cause. And as you do that, what will tend to happen, or at least what's happened for me, is I found myself in places like here in Branson, Missouri, where other people who are also in the Mover Circle are moving, and then great relationships and the best people tend to find themselves in those types of situations. So I hope this information has been helpful for you. It's been really helpful for me in my life. Would love to hear your comments and thoughts down below. How have you met wealthy, successful, influential people in your life? Share with us in the comments below. And if you're finding this video on YouTube and you're not yet subscribed to my blog, my name is Paul Hutchings. I blog over at paulhutchings.net, and every day I produce content designed to help people step into lives of financial freedom. And I'd love to invite you to subscribe to my blog. And in fact, I want to give you a bribe for doing so. If you head on over to paulhutchings.net/manifesto, I want to give you what I call the Freedom Manifesto. And this is a simple little document. It's a fast read, but it contains 20 powerful principles for building a life of financial freedom. It's been tremendously helpful for me on my journey, and I think maybe it can be helpful for you too. So check that out. Leave me your comments down below, and whatever you do, always go for your dreams. Take care, and bye for now.